Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Shadow Sam Tarot. Here for all of your daily tarot and oracle needs. I would firstly like to apologise that I haven't been available for the last few days. I have been quite unwell with a sickness bug that my youngest has brought back from school. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to come on live. I wasn't able to get onto Discord and do any readings. I was literally laid up in bed for about 2 days in total. But I'm back now. I'm here. I'm here to see what I can do for you guys. So today in the background, we have got playing, let me get some names of the music. We have got Space Wave. It's a mystical sleep journey. I thought it'd be nice atmospheric music for the background. Something nice and relaxing for the daytime. It is currently 12:35 in the afternoon in the UK. And I do hope that you've all been all right, that you've all been well and taken care of yourselves. While we wait for people to join us today, I thought that I might throw some cards on the whole P. Diddy, the child diddler. Because yes, I do believe he's done all of it. So the evidence is there. He's even got videotapes of it. Silly man. Oh, stupid is as stupid does and all of that. So I wanted to throw some cards on Diddy. And I just want to see what the first question I wanted to ask. Oh, hi, Irene. How are you doing, my darling? How are you doing, my sweetheart? I was just saying, I'm ever so sorry that I've not been on this past week. I've had a really bad sickness bug that I picked up from my youngest child. Bless him. He's obviously picked something up from school and brought it home with him. And I was laid up for 2 days in bed. But yeah, I'm feeling much better now. So I thought I'd pop on for a little bit. Maybe do a couple of hours today sort of thing. But I'm okay. And you're okay, are you? Lots of triggers. Yeah, there are going to be loads of them. Have you been keeping up with your daily affirmations and whatnot, darling? Yeah? Because it's really important that you do. It's good for your mental health. All right. Shall we throw some cards for you? Just do a general spread and see what universe has got to say. What do you think? Oh, you got a question? Yeah, go for it. Abso-freaking-lutely. But I'm just waiting for the question to come through. How can I choose and trust myself more? Difficult question to ask and a very difficult answer to get. How can Irene trust herself more? Choose herself and trust herself more. How can Irene choose herself and trust herself more? How can Irene choose herself and trust herself more? Don't know if there's any more cards in here. How can Irene? No, there's no more cards in there, so I've got 3 cards on that question. Let's have a look-see. Okay, so the Hermit in reverse is about loneliness and paranoia. It's about withdrawing and being antisocial. Restrictive. Restrictive is the word that's resonating now. Restrictive. Restrictive. Restricted. Okay. Then there's the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is all about the light at the end of the tunnel. That there's positivity there. It's an improving and a recovering. This card. Right. This is what you need to do. This is the outcome of it. This is your warning. The warning is use your common sense, because the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is about being impatient. It's about lacking common sense, as in not being able to figure out what's right and wrong. It's also about being unreliable. That's another word that resonates there. Unreliable. Give me a second. I just want to look up some more on the Hermit. So, what else can I say about that? See, upright, it's about introspection. In the reverse, I would say it's about right. The sensation that I'm getting here, Irene, is that you need to take a yes or no stance with the inner voice. Right. So, for example, you are, I don't know, getting ready to go to the shop, and that inner voice comes out with a negative comment. You have, and the Hermit in reverse is about physically standing there and having to verbally restrict, internally restrict that voice. So it's almost like we've discussed before privately, it's almost like having to stand in the mirror and do, 1 second. Sorry, you might get the occasional dog barking. I do have the Frenchies in the front room with me today. Yeah, you know how we were talking about we do the mantra in the mirror. I can, I will, and I am. What this is saying is, now you physically, when you're getting to that point where that voice is almost making you feel like you have to physically go back to the house, or you physically have to stop what you're doing, this card is telling you to keep pushing. To be honest, from what I can see here, you are doing the right thing. It's also, the Hermit in reverse is about, I want that, actually, before I say that, let me just throw some more cards on that. Hermit in reverse, specify. Hermit in reverse, that's too many cards there. Irene, Hermit in reverse, specify. Hermit in reverse, specify. Hermit in reverse, specify. 1. There is another card in there. It'll come out in a minute. So it's about finding mental strength. Right, again, coming out of isolation. I think you need to find yourself a buddy. A friend who lives close to you. Somebody that you talk to like every day, or somebody that you'd be willing to talk to every day. You need to have a buddy. Okay, I feel this is the buddy system. It's about having somebody that you are a lot closer to than me, obviously. Close friend, and being able to ring them up and go, this is what's going on in my head. What can I do? And actually trusting that person to be able to talk you through that situation. Yeah, to give you the push to find your own mental strength. Yes, 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 absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. I just want to see if there's any more in there, because you just never know if I've got another card for you. Just want to see. Okay. So escaping, right, the Ten of Swords in reverse is about escaping ruin. It's about pulling yourself together and being physically and mentally being able to learn from past mistakes. So this is doing really well, but I would definitely go with the buddy system. We're looking at, because this card is about, the Four of Swords in reverse is about coming out of isolation. It's about rejoining the world and finding just enough mental strength to keep going. That's what this card is here. Okay. And it's a buddy system. All right, Irene, let me just throw some cosmic insight. Irene. That's 2 cards. Okay. Well, that last card, I'm going to take that as my fault because it doesn't feel right on the board. And 2, my thumb distinctly caught the card when it came out. So I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to shuffle that again and see if there's another card in there for you. Is that my fault? Is that a flip card? That's a flip card. Thank you. Right. That's better. I can feel that is a lot better now. Those are the cards that should be there. Right. So patience. So patience is about not just having patience with everything that's going on around you. It's about having patience with yourself. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. You know, you need to be patient with yourself. Yes, you're doing amazing. Now is the time to keep going forward, keep fighting against the mental health and keep going. Always be aware that mental health does come in cycles. So sometimes you'll have a bad day and sometimes you'll have a good day. That is also just a normal part of life as well. Okay? But yes, luck is on your side. Now you want to break down of these cards. The Hermit in reverse is about, I take the word restrictive here. Okay? The word restrictive. And what I mean by it is the I don't know how to explain it properly. Let me think of my words before I come out with something ridiculous. It's about standing your ground against your mental health. I would see this as the Hermit is about looking into oneself, soul searching and listening to your soul. The opposite is literally taking a stand and holding your ground and saying no. That's not going to happen because I've already taken care of this step that's going to stop that from happening. Yeah, this is literally being able to go no to the internal voice. The struggle behind that, though, is the fact that you are on your own. So when I asked it to specify that card, we came out with the Four of Swords in reverse, which is about finding mental strength. It's also about coming out of isolation. So it's about letting the emotional walls down, inviting a friend that you trust into your trauma space, explaining your trauma, your triggers and everything else, and how you've been fighting it. And if they have any advice for you, and would they mind being that person that you message when your head goes pop? And when I say your head goes pop, when you're out and the dark voice takes over and you just do not know what to do, you need to have somebody who you are a lot closer to than me, obviously. You need to have somebody that you're close to that you can be able to ring and go, listen, I'm in town, or I'm at the shops, I'm having a bit of a panic attack, I'm worrying, you know, what do I do? And then you have this friend who goes, right, remember we talked about this, you do your breathing exercises, you find your way to a toilet, or you go and ask in a restaurant, blah, 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 or you do this or you do that. But you have a friend there that you fully trust, that you can open up to, and that can help support you through those bad times. Okay? All right, that's what that means, darling. So, this is what you need to do. This is what you're going to get. And this is what you need to watch out for. So what you're going to get is the light at the end of the tunnel. The cutting through of the bullshit. The physically and mentally being able to let go of stress and actually start recovering and improving oneself. Okay, so this is where you are going. This is what's coming up. Okay, it's a bit of hard work to get there. And you need a buddy with you. Okay, let's just be honest, you need a buddy system. But you can get there. All right, it is there for you. This one is about the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Is, like I said before, it's about a lack of common sense. And what I mean by that is not being able to see forward and pre-plan. So you write out some plans. If I'm out and this happens, this is what I'm going to do. You know, you have 3 different steps. You know, if it's a minor thing, it's a bigger thing, or it's a you know, emergency. Yeah. Because having plans in your mind, having plans laid out in your mind gives you control over your emotions. It gives you control over your mental health and your mind, because you've already thought about, well, hang on a minute, if I do have a panic attack, it's okay because this plan is here to take care of that. Or, you know, if I'm having a really down day and I can't get out of bed, I know I've got this plan, so plan 3, 2 or something, I don't know. But it really helps your brain to be able to have backup plans ready in your head. It helps to negate that panic attack that will happen, that sudden overwhelming need to run home. Do you see what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying, Irene? Am I actually making any sense? Because I kind of feel like I am, but I don't know if it's coming across right. Oh, thank God for that. Irene, can you give me, what's your favourite number? What's your lucky number? I'm going to give these a quick shuffle and I want you to give me your lucky number. Irene. Just want to give this a shuffle. 26. Again, so the cards can set themselves how they want to be. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. Feels right. That feels good. Right then. 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 6. The star upright. This card is about hope and creativity. It's about calm and healing. Wow, it's a healing card. It's also a learning to use one's inner light in order to shine within this world. That's actually a really nice card to get for you there, Irene. I want to do that again, see what else I can get. I know this seems really daft, but it was something I was doing with somebody else the other week, and it just came out with a really good message. So I just want to see if we get anything like that for you, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. The Empress in reverse. A lack of confidence. A lack of confidence. disharmony within oneself. Oh, there's hope. But this is what's underlying. Oh, I wonder if I've got enough cards to do another one. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26. The Hermit in reverse. Oh my gosh. Oh, honey, you are a little star. You really are a little star. And right now, you feel like you are the Empress in reverse. You feel insecure. You feel like you've got a lack of confidence. And you feel like the dark has got a bigger hold on you than the light. But I want you to know that that's not true. Because your underlying archetype, so the underlying personality of you, is the star. The creative person. The positive person, the one whose smile will light up a room. All you have to do is give everybody that smile and the room smiles with you. Okay, so you may feel like the Empress in reverse, but you're not. You are the star in the upright. Okay. Oh, you do need to be very aware of isolation. Isolating yourself from the world. It's difficult to make friends. It's difficult to have social groups nowadays, especially when you can't get out of the house, you can't talk to people. But the people that you have got in your life, okay, hold on to them. Okay, hold on to them because they're super important to you. Don't be antisocial. This is the warning card. Don't be antisocial. I don't know how you can improve that, other than maybe, like you said, reaching out to your Dutch online friends. But yeah. Wow. That's brilliant. That's really good. I did this for somebody else the other week. Sorry. No, it was the other month. And it was his, I think it's 5 was his number, 5 or something like that. And we ended up with this whole story that completely just gave me his whole life story, you know. You're more than welcome, Irene, but I really want you to remember that this is your archetype. You are the star in the upright, okay? Hope, inspiration, creativity, positivity. Okay? Oh, sweetheart. I'm really glad I got to speak to you again, actually. I know it's been a while. Like I was saying, I've been off with a stomach bug that my youngest had brought home from school with him. Really did not agree with me. I was in bed for 2 days straight, so you know how it goes. But yeah, I'm back there. Chocolate. Don't know about you, but I like a little bit of chocolate, so I've got myself a Terry's chocolate orange. Absolutely delicious. Right, and so before you came in, Irene, I was going to throw some cards on P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddler, whatever his name is, Sean Combs. But to be honest with you, I really don't feel like I want that energy in my space today. So I don't know what to do, because I was gonna... Well, I wanted to see what was going on with him at the moment and how he's coping with being in prison and finally being taken out of control and things like that. But the last time that I tried to do a reading on Sean Combs, I was physically sick. So I maybe should do some celebrity readings, but I'm not sure who I should read for, because I don't follow celebrities. I don't do celebrity culture. I'm quite a boring person, to be honest with you, when it comes to that. I'm either busy with the kids, busy in the house, or I'm here. So, is there any celebrities that you particularly follow, Irene? Anybody in particular that... Oh, George Michael. Oh, he's a troubled man. Wonderful, wonderful artist, but a troubled man. George Michael. George Michael. George Michael. George Michael. The artist who's now passed. George Michael. Oh, two cards, two cards. I'll take both of them because they did both. So, it was in his early to late teens that he came into the music business, which shows there that instantly he was seen as an investment. He was seen as a star from day one. From even that young age, he was seen as a star. Love was always wanted, always needed within his life. But it was always something that I remember he was always searching for love. He was always searching for love. Because he was single when he passed, wasn't he? Which is a shame. Absolute shame. But ultimately, there was the releasing of pain, overcoming depression, and forgiveness. Forgiveness for oneself. Yeah. And there was the double choice, which we know he took. He didn't take the wrong path. He just took an unwise path. There we go. He was far too charitable. It was an unwise path. One that required support. Required support. Yeah. And foresight. Yeah, George Michael. I mean, he did work with a lot of charities. He was very generous. You know, back in the Wham days, there was a choice that was presented to him, wasn't there? You know, he stayed with Wham for so long. But then the choice was presented to him as to, do you want to go solo? Do you want to have a solo career? And he took it. He did take that. But then again, he had the foresight to see that if he didn't take the opportunity, he was never going to get another one. So it may have been it feels like a very difficult decision for him to make at the time, but he really did have that forward forethought, you know, that forward planning of this is going to be the best thing in the long run. You know? George Michael. Yeah, there was a lot of fear involved with it as well. A fear of moving on. That leaving behind of others and genuinely not wanting to leave others behind. That's what that is. It's moving on, but it's struggling. It's the fear of moving on. Is it right that him and the other young man from Wham, didn't they have a massive argument or something, a big fallout? Don't know why that's in my mind at the moment. I don't know why. Yeah, that's in my mind at the moment. It's that there was a massive fear there that split the deck today. That feels good. Yeah. And then the news came. It was time to go, and it was speedy. It was almost like 1 minute we're a band, the next minute we're no longer a band. Yeah. I'm sure that they didn't they? When he left Wham, I'm sure there was a big hoo-ha between the two of them. when they fell out, which I really feel like it was more of a misunderstanding than an actual malicious attempt on either side. Do you know what I mean? Let's take another card. Yeah, the three of cups in reverse, which is about bitchiness and falling apart of friendships. It literally tore that friendship apart. At that point, it literally tore that friendship apart. It's amazing how much. Jeez. Yeah. King of Wands upright, which is about vision, forward vision. It's also, you know, King of the Dicks. The head gay, shall we say? Because let's be honest, at that time, when he went solo from Wham, yes, he was still very much a girl's icon and, you know, and everything else. But he also had, you know, his following within the gay scene was absolutely astronomical. And that's, yes, it's a vision card, but my King of Wands is like my King of the Gays card. Yeah. The one that all those gorgeous gay gentlemen look up to. Well, I can't even say gentlemen anymore. But, you know, all the gays look up to sort of thing. But there he was, though. He was the King of Wands. He was the King of Wands. But let's be honest. Was it worth it to lose that friend? I mean, how long did it take for those two to become friends again? Yeah. So, they lost the friendship. He became the King of the Gays, but it was just more trouble, sorry. It ended up being the King of the Gays was not the best thing in the world. It ended up being more trouble than it was worth. It almost felt, this is a feeling card, it's like a lack of progress. Yeah. A physical lack of progress, as well as a mental and emotional lack of progress. So, just because I became the King of the... Oh, but then again, if he's reached the peak, you know, if he's reached the peak, there's nowhere else they can go, is there? Oh, I need to go. Somebody's at the door. 1 second, everybody. Right, sorry about that. Just had to answer the door. No, that's absolutely fine. We'll just say when you leave the house. Yeah? So when you leave the house, for example, rather than saying a specific place like you've put in there. Yeah? We can do that. We can do that. Where was that? Oh, yeah, George Michael. Oh, I'm enjoying this read. I really am. It's not often I get to do something like this. So, reaching the peak wasn't really the peak that he thought it was going to be, because it felt like stagnation. It felt like he couldn't go any further, which, let's be honest, at that point, he probably couldn't, being the King of the Gays and the King of Pop and the King of teen girls' hearts. And yeah, absolutely. So the next card. The next card is the Empress upright. Let me move all these down. The Empress upright. Yeah, okay, that's a pregnancy, fertility, and motherhood card. But it's actually a sensuality card. It's a nurturing card, a creativity card. He managed to create and nurture his feminine side. Could this be to do with his mother as well? Because I remember that not long after he got famous, he had issues. His mum had issues as well, but I can't remember the particulars, to be honest.
So it's just the analogues then. That's what we need.
I'm sorry. Sorry about going quiet then, Irene. The husband walked in. Bless him. Do love my ginger guy so very much. Listen, I think, do you know what? It's 1:15 in the afternoon. I've been on for 35 minutes. I've loved doing your reading for you, Irene, but if there's nobody else popping on, I might as well pop back this evening, hadn't I? Yes, you can DM me on Discord. It's not a problem. Discord is up and on today. Obviously, I've not had it on the last few days because I've been quite ill. But no, my Discord is up and on today. You can message me on there. All right, sweetie. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave it there with you. Maybe we'll do some more reading on George Michael another day. Not a problem. But I think for the meantime, I'm probably just going to go and spend some time with the kids, since it's so quiet. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, my lovely. You take care then. All right. Bye.